Testing, testing. All right. All right, having some technical difficulties with my camera. It's no cam. There it is. Settings. Background. Okie dokie, Smokey. Go back to brand. Who's there? Hey, what's up, Lou? That's... Bam. Let me just go here. All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Crazy Man. So, small introductions. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It keeps acting up. What's going on with this camera? Sorry. There it is. All right, we're back. What's up? My name is Samuel. I'm an artist. I'm an independent comic book creator if you're just new to this channel. Today, I will be working on... I'm going to leave that screen and go to the other one because my computer's acting up today. So I'll leave that so you'll just hear me. Something's going on with this computer and my I'm going to put this on here. I don't know if you can hear that. Camera. There it is again. Make sure you can hear me. All right, there it is. All right, let me lower that music. All right, so back again. My name is Sam. I'm an independent comic book creator. I will be working on one of my pages today because I have to catch up on some of my work. But this is my art channel. If you're new to this channel, lights, camera, action, something spooky in the machine. I know it's Halloween. I think my computer's acting crazy. I'll be working on trying to finish one of the pages today because I do have some deadlines. If you're new to this channel, give a like, subscribe, share. And I do have a Kickstarter. And I'm on the last couple days of the Kickstarter. I lost a backer, which is unfortunate, which is very unfortunate. I'm hoping that the last couple of days, everybody who's been watching, who signed up, because it's about 50 people who have signed up to watch the campaign, who have not actually pledged. I hope that you do. There's a lot to offer. Again, you get a free print when you make a physical pledge of any amount. And you get, if you do a $20 pledge, you get a free print and 2 trading cards on top of whatever you pledged for. So there's a lot of incentives. We're so close to unlocking the stretch goal, which is the monster trading cards. We're so close to unlocking the backer goal, which is the 3-inch sticker. But most of all, it's a funny book. It's an amazing book. I wrote it, I created it, I illustrated it, I colored it, I do everything on it. And I really want you to get yourself a copy of the book and become a dudester. So if you're watching this, I'd love for you to do so. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to play the opening and we're going to get this show going. So here's a little promo.
Let me take this time to tell you about There's an Alien in My Toilet. You've made it this far, you subscribe to my channel, now honor me with a pledge and get a copy of book number 6 of There's an Alien in My Toilet on Kickstarter. Only 3 days left. There's a lot of great incentives for you when you back. Go to the Kickstarter.com, There's an Alien in My Toilet, and make your pledge today. That'd be so amazing. And when you do, please put it in the comments if you did. And don't forget, if you're in Mansfield, Texas, November 4th, I will be at the grand opening doing a book signing at Geek Out Comics and Collectibles of their brand new location. I'll be there with a bunch of industry veterans and local independents. So come down and check us out.
Come down and check us out. Let me get the music back playing again. And that was my little promo. And these gremlins are acting up, so I don't know if my camera's... See, again, my camera keeps on acting crazy, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. So basically, when I lay out my pages, this is exactly how it is. It's very light sketch roughs. And it's just, getting an idea of where I want. And I usually just fill it up when I do the ink. So when I ink over it... this is what I'll get when I'm making over it. My style is very simplistic. Cartoony, I guess, if you would say. And now I want to, thank you. Thank you. I got deadlines. I got to get my comic strip to A Kid in a Comic again. Oh, that's why it's happening, because it's connected with... It's been hitting my other cables. Now I get it. Let's see. Nope. Anyway, camera, general. There it is. It was hitting my other cables. Anyway, so I got to get my comic strip to A Kid in a Comic. I got deadlines with them. I have a book signing this weekend coming up in Mansfield, Texas with Geek Out Collectibles. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be dope. I'm not doing anything new for the book signing other than I'm bringing my inventory that I currently have. So there's nothing really new for this event that I'm doing. Other than I'm bringing the spinner. So I'm bringing the spinner. I will be there, so you'll get a chance. If you buy any comic, doesn't matter what price point, you get any one of the comics, you'll get a chance to spin the wheel. For a prize. So what are some of the prizes on the wheel? There are stickers, trading cards, and prints. So you get to get your chance to win some cool stuff on top of getting a cool story about an alien named Duty from the planet Uranus, who is in over his head and trying to survive. Hey, what's up, local cat? All good. Is George renting out this? What is George renting out? What? Let me see. I can't read that whole thing. What's it say? No. I actually bought a wheel. I bought my own spinner. I decided to take a page out of his playbook. You know what it is? Because at this at the book signing, there's going to be some Marvel Comics creators that are there too. And so I'm like, well, I got to do something to stand out as a local creator. competing against some named creators out there. So that was why I decided to. I don't even like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And so that's there. And that's basically why I decided to go that route. You always got to find a way to stand out in a crowd. At least I do. Okay. So if anybody missed I didn't do it live. I recorded it though, so I'll be posting it up on my on this channel, which is this piece right here that I did yesterday, which is Duty as Doc Ock. If you missed that, but the video will be time-lapsed with a little narrative, which will be on the channel. But for the sake of this, I need to get his colors. So fist bumps for everyone. You get a fist bump. You get a fist bump. You're so funny. Thank you. Yeah, I'm catching up. I got a lot of requests, and I'm catching up to all the requests on drawing duty. And so I think I got like a page and a half of requests that I'm trying to catch up to. So when I get spare time, I knock it out. And it's usually the best part. When I have to draw a comic page, I need to start with doing like a duty as piece, because it helps me get the cobwebs going. You always keep me in suspense. What color is his eyes? Black. Yeah, I might be launching an Indiegogo for book 6 for There's Needle in My Toilet, because operationally, this campaign needs to be at a certain threshold in order to make it. And if it doesn't hit that number, it's not going to be, I'll take a loss. And so that's why I think I'm by the end of the week or in the middle of the week launching Indiegogo when this campaign ends on Wednesday. shirt. It's gonna be gray. It's the base. It definitely feels like winter now. The weather has changed. Oh, you're awesome. Yeah, thank you. Duty can't compete with all of these. I mean, everything on Kickstarter is half naked girls on the covers. You know, it's not for a lack of trying, you know, but it's been a challenge. I think this could be a little lighter. Oh, actually. It's gray. I mean, I've been hustling trying to get the word out, but you know, it's hard. It's there's a lot of, I mean, and mind you, a lot of the artwork out there is fantastic, you know, and the guys out there that are putting out content, it's like, but it's a tough game to play. Right now, Duty's audience continues to be conventions. The people that actually go to my website and buy my books are people I met at conventions. You know, it's Kickstarter and me haven't been able to get through. Thank you, sir. What's up, buddy? Haven't been able to crack the Kickstarter code. How'd that happen? Oh, I know how that happened. Oh, this is supposed to be this. Dope. It's funny that I looked on comicbook.com and they don't even have half the conventions that are around in the US. It's amazing because I keep getting these alerts on Facebook for conventions and that I never saw on comicbook.com. Oh man, you're awesome. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Oh, maybe like a little more gray. There you go. That's better. I could do a original watercolor and you could use it as an incentive. Oh, you're the best. That's awesome. Thank you. I gotta fix this. I forget what color the house is. I think the That'd be dope. That'd be dope for the Indiegogo. Yeah, because I'm thinking I'm just launching the Indiegogo. I'm gonna work on the page tonight because I don't think I'm gonna hit the threshold with the Kickstarter this week. I wonder. Sorry, I want to open details. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out something. I don't have it there. All right. You'd think I'd have a copy line around here somewhere of no, this is number 1. Oh, maybe here. Trying to remember my color palette. I'll start thinking of something up regardless. It's been a while since I did a watercolor piece. Just needed a reason. Well, the premise for this issue, There's an Alien in My Toilet, Peekaboo ICU, is basically everybody, all the worlds are coming in. Like, it's Bobby and his friends are determined to prove that there was an alien in the toilet. Agent Doe is getting closer to tracking down Duty's whereabouts. The dad is being harassed at work by friends because of his son splashing water on them when he was trying to prove to his dad that there was an alien. So he's the butt of jokes at work. The Emperor of Uranus is demanding the whereabouts of his son. So they have to come. So the general has to go and bring Duty back. There's a ghost busting organization called No Boo For You, catching ghosts of what we do, who are hired because the dad thinks there's a ghost in the house in issue 6. So he doesn't know that there's an actual alien in the house. He just thinks that, you know, the house might be haunted. So he hires a ghostbuster. So like all the worlds are coming in and colliding on Duty right now. So it's that's basically what it is. It's just like his world is about to unfold, and he has to find a way to get out, escape, and get back home before he's captured. And while that's happening, where the bloody hell? Where is... I gotta pull something up real quick. Sorry. Sorry about that. Cool. I have a bunch of ideas. Oh, that's awesome. I forgot the color of the house and I had to look it up really quick. This is what I get. What's this? Oh, that's the house. Okay, cool. The door. And I forgot. I'm using a different hard drive and it doesn't have my old pages in it. So I had to go off and look it up. And that barking was my dogs because they heard the car pull up. All right, let's see. Oh, I got the fence. Actually, that should be a different color. Maybe like yeah, because that's a doggy door. And I got the keys and the fence. So the fence, what is it, like a yellowish gray? I'll zoom in. Okay. Now the keys. Some black. Grayish and black. And silver. Trying to get all these little white spots that I see everywhere. All right, there it is. So basically, this is the dad driving home after dealing with the jokes from everybody. Oh. at work. I mean, people can be cruel. I hate when I see these white spots everywhere. Hold on. Oops, that's not the color I'm looking for. So I just uploaded the time because I noticed that some of the stuff that I've done in the past were not on my art channel, and I never really finished editing some of the vlogs. So I re-uploaded and edited the complete vlog from our time at ZoloCon, which was fun. ZoloCon was a really good convention. Which is now running on the... And it's running, actually, I uploaded it yesterday and it's getting a lot of views, which is pretty cool. But it was the convention that wasn't supposed to be a convention for me because it was a toy convention. And it ended up to be a really good convention, even though we were at a hotel that was like a motel. It was like the House of Horrors. We stood in a Motel 6 that was filthy. Oh, I didn't even put his I'll do that later. That was smelly, and it had blood in it on the walls, and it had flies, and it was just horrible. It was horrible. I mean, I got them to reimburse me significantly, but it was just what made it tolerable was that we were all hanging out together. So that made it tolerable. But the convention is a toy show. So ZoloCon is a collector show. It's a toy show. And actually, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it dark. I won't do it. Just leave it dark. Because it's getting nighttime already. And I wanted to show, because I was doing the lockdown and not too many people were doing shows and conventions. So I wanted to find a convention that I can go to. So I took a chance with it. And it was a great. Yeah, I think what made it tolerable is we were together and we were having fun with it. We had to have the door open when we were in there until we went to sleep, and then we closed the door. It was funny. And George was swatting flies in the bathroom and mosquitoes, and it was crazy. But like, if I lived on the East Coast, I'd do ZoloCon again. But it's just too much to drag all my stuff all the way out there. Oh yeah, you can never go wrong. I think it was Popeyes. You can never go wrong with Popeyes. I mean, Popeyes solves a lot of problems. Oh, that's on the other thing. I'll do it later. Oh no. Oops. And we found a nice diner over there too. And the people were great. I mean, it's very different. Like there's a show out here called RetroCon that seems like it's similar to ZoloCon that I plan on doing next year. Just to see if I have that same kind of luck. But we'll see. Because it is luck. I mean, when you actually multiply. when you do a show that's not typically geared towards comics, it's a gamble, you know. So yeah, I try to keep a consistent look, palette wise when I'm drawing. Like I try to keep the same family together, like in this page right here, just for the mood. And then I try to focus on like the main character. This is why, like with the father, I used a blue because it pops. You know. So yeah, I try to keep the families not too what is it called, garish, or the colors too bright. I try to keep them close, at least what makes sense in my eyes. Have I introduced a character to a book and wish I did not? But I've illustrated characters that I wish I never did. like when I'm trying to create new characters in a look, sometimes I've like, hey, what was I thinking? That sucks. I don't like that character at all. And I won't introduce it unless I buy into the character, into the book. So any of the characters that are in the story, they're there for a reason. And I've already pondered and processed why they're there. But I can tell you, I have probably close to 400 character designs of characters that I never even use or won't ever use because I just didn't like the way it came out. You know, it in theory, it sounded great when I was, or it felt great when I started drawing it. But then I was like, oof, this is actually horrible. When I took a step back and looked at it, I was like, this is no bueno. What were you thinking, Sam? But like, all the characters in the book, in this series, they play a pivotal role in keeping the structure and the storyline moving forward. Like the janitor, he's a wacky guy. But my influence for the janitor came from a character from the 80s, maybe 70s. I don't know. Probably 70s, 80s. It was a TV sitcom called One Day at a Time. And there was a janitor called Schneider. And he was my reason. He was the actual inspiration behind the janitor in this series, which is, where is it? Here, for him. I basically ripped off his look because Schneider had a vest, jeans, tool belts, the whole bit. Let me save. So I always forget to save and then I lose my stuff. But so he's a mixture between the janitor and there was a character. What was his name? In another TV sitcom series called Too Close for Comfort. And he was the super. And he's wacky. Like his whole mental process is just wacky and goofy. And so I took the look and the concept of that character, those two characters, and I just meshed them two together to come up with the janitor. I actually want to the Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. I'm a Hong Kong Phooey. Yeah, we'll do it like that. And even now, I mean, it's been years. I mean, I took a break from comics for 10 years, which I kick myself every day when I think about it. But that 10-year break actually helped me creatively, like really think about all the characters and the worlds that I've designed. So like I'm actually meshing. If you were around back when I first started in Crazy Comics, and you picked up Cosmic Wars, which was my first comic book, one day I'll redo it, because back then I'm surprised it did as well as it did, because I was still growing. If in Duty's Monsters on Planet Cthulhu, there is Gorf, Cosmic Gorf. Actually, he has a cameo in it. He's actually plays one of the characters. So I'm actually the Crazy Man from Catch the Crazies, the comic book, is also in it. So I'm actually merging all of my characters that I've built from different storylines into the worlds. It allows me to actually feel complete when I'm because when you do a comic book, I mean, the goal is I would love to be able to do all my books, but I can't. So I get to play and bring all my characters to life, because it makes sense. They just complement each other. I jumped off the ironing board a few times as a kid. That came from left field. I jumped off that ironing board as a kid. That's awesome. I forgot to do the hair. I burned myself with an iron several times as a kid, learning how to iron because I didn't listen to my grandma. Actually, I'm gonna, because you're in the dark, so I'm gonna leave that way. Yeah, I did that too. I did that with my underoos. I had Superman, Spider-Man underoos, and I thought I was Superman or Spider-Man, and jumped off the garage roof. That wasn't a good fall. Jumped jumped down the stairs, but I was smart enough to put pillows at the bottom of the stairs. They don't really break your fall, but they make it easier. But yeah, I think everybody felt that they were a superhero at one point. I mean, I have more scars than anything. I fell off a roof a couple of times. I crashed several times with my BMX. Multiple times. Hot mess. Landed on a bike. I jumped off of. So we were kids. We built. There was a hill, a big hill. So at the bottom of the hill, we built a ramp, and between the ramp and the landing area, we built the fire. So we went to the top of the hill to, go as fast as you can and try to jump over the fire. And I landed in such a way that I turned the steering wheel in such a way that I ended up underneath a car with my bike on top of me. So I crashed underneath the car. They had to jackhammer me out from under the car. That was rough. That was rough. My poor mom. I came home, but I took it like a champ. I came home with a lot of scars, but I took them like a champ. I never complained about my injuries. I just dealt with them. And I had a lot of injuries. Actually, I want this right here. You know, when you're a kid, you think you're invincible, I guess. You know, it's like nothing can happen to me. I'm Superman. My sister used to tell my mom, "You don't know what he's doing outside." He's, but my mom, I was like, "Mom, I'm a boy. I'm just being a kid. I'm only being what I know how to be. It's just, reckless, I guess." Remember when it was normal to line up your friends and jump over them? Yes, yes, it was the thing to do. There was no fear back then. It was, it was okay when we all came home from school, changed, went outside, and we were gone all day. And no one knew where we were because there were no cell phones. We were just having fun either on our dirt bikes, going on construction sites. It was those were the good old days. That's when you had stories. We had some fantastic stories back then. The construction sites. Yes, we used to play King of the Hill. We used to go to the construction sites and oh man, true story. Hold on, I gotta let my dogs in my room. We used to, there was a time where we were sneaking onto a construction site and, they used to have those trailers with, I guess, the on-site contractor or manager or foreman, whatever you call them, would be on site. And they would stay in these trailers. And so I was climbing the fence and the guy was in the trailer and it was nighttime because we wanted to hop the fence and go on the construction site. And it's nighttime. And so he heard a sound. So he's looking out the window and I'm on the fence like a ninja. Good thing we all wore black. So I'm on the fence like a ninja. He's looking out. He doesn't see me because it's so dark. It was awesome. He went back in and then we went on the construction site. We would go to the top and we'd wrestle and play King of the Hill and try to knock each other down. It was a fun times. I mean, we did reckless stuff. I mean, we would, playing chicken with the trains was a thing in my neighborhood. We go to the train tracks and we do dumb things because that's what kids did. We used to get into the upside down roofs that were waiting to be placed. We climb on the side to get it to plummet. Oh, that's crazy. Now that's just cray. That's scary. No, I tried to climb on this. It was like a 2-story store. I was climbing on the side of the building to, because we used to find cool stuff on roofs of buildings. So it was like buried treasure for us. You never know what you're gonna find. So one day, we're climbing the side of a building, because that was the thing to do. And I lost my grip as I'm getting to the top, and I fell, plummeted. Luckily, I plummeted onto a pile of trash, but my buddies thought I was done. They're like, "Sam's gone," and it was a pile of trash that broke my fall because I fell backwards. Well, my sister didn't like her Barbies. She wanted to play with my Star Wars figures. Everything I had, she wanted. Everywhere I went, she wanted to go. She was every adventure I went on, my sister was there. She it was hard because she was the only girl. So she, trying to find her voice as the only girl, she felt safer when she was with me and hanging out and doing what I was doing. Stuntman Sam. Sam used to get in so much trouble, but I loved it, man. I mean, my friends used to call me the dreamer because I had all these crazy ideas. And they're like, it's like no matter what, it's like I would always think of the next adventure. Let's do this, let's do that, and they were always down. No one ever said, "No, you're crazy." We would go into abandoned houses, like beat up homes. We would go into all kinds of things just to have fun. It was daring, it was fun, it was adventurous, it was... I used to. I love that stuff. I feel for, some of the kids today. It's like, because everything is just behind a computer, and it's like, go out there and have fun. I mean, it's hard to have fun today in this world because of so much danger, but where is that window? I do it here. Oh. But there was danger when I grew up, and it didn't stop us because it was strength in numbers. There were a lot of us. It's Yeah, that's how my sister felt. She felt like, and to be honest, I mean, growing up as a young lady, um, girls are hard on girls. You know, boys, we get into spats. 1 minute we're fist fighting, the next minute we're playing sports together. It's like it was easier. It's but girls were very hard on each other, and so I understood why my sister felt safe hanging out with us versus the girls, because there was less drama when we were growing up. I mean, I think I got into a fight with just about every one of my friends except for one, two, no, about five of them. But like, I got into a couple of scraps with, and like a half hour later, we're laughing it off, because that's what we did. We didn't hold grudges. My Cindy dolls went on the same business as Action Man. Yeah, it's funny because we had I don't actually like that. We actually had my mom would bring I broke my wrist playing tag between two roofs. I jumped when I wasn't ready. Hit both sides between the two buildings on the way down. Wow. I had fights with two guys, but it did just but it did just blow over. It did just blow over. Is it because you hold grudges more? It's crazy what you do when you're a kid, huh? It's crazy. Oops. I remember I was supposed to go somewhere to the movies with a friend of mine, and we got into a fight. Right before going to the movies, right? And we got to it was a pretty decent fight, and this is how we were. None of us wanted to go to the movies alone. After the fight, it's like, yo, we're still going to the movies. It was try to get this damn thing right. But that's what we did. There it is. That's what I'm gonna do. There it is. That's better. Yeah, I'm not struggling with this one. All right, let's get rid of this. We do this all over. I don't do that. Changing this up. So what happens when I don't like the look of something? Yeah, bullies. I never liked bullies growing up, and I think everybody's experienced bullies. And for me, it's a lot of the problems that I had was defending my friends from bullies. Works in now. Yeah, there was unfortunately, bullies are a part of growing up. What the hell just happened there? Yeah, same here. I was always defending my friends. I don't know why I always felt compelled, but I just didn't like bullies. You know, it's like it just annoyed the crap out of me. Oh, that's not good. Eesh. Now that's scary in itself. Wow. Wow. How'd you handle that? What's crazy is how similar of an upbringing we had. Survivor guilt, it is a thing, but it shouldn't be. It should never be. Um, but it is a thing, unfortunately. That's the sad part about it. Bloody hell. Yeah. The only thing that saved us growing up as a kid against a lot of crazy stuff was the fact that the community we lived in, there were a lot of people very aware of the types of people that are around and stuff. Sometimes I think the neighborhood watch, I'm telling you, I know way too much from all, you know, unfortunately in today's world, you have to be, right? So, I mean, that's just the reality of it all. And back then, you know, today, I mean, it's different, right? So you had the pros and cons for both eras, right? So, you know, back then you had more families in the neighborhood and a lot more people very aware of what's happening around you. But you also had a longer process in identifying potential bad people. You know, you didn't have the easy communication like we have today where, you know, you can identify predators and, you know, people who with bad intentions. So, I mean, that's in my opinion, that's the difference between the two eras. You know, and you can never be too safe. You know, It's like in my neighborhood, the one I live in, very quiet neighborhood. An older community. A lot of families. That's too bright. One day, there was a sound of gunfire, and we never heard gunfire in this neighborhood ever. Right? So everybody came out. Their homes. Everyone was outside trying to figure out what's going on. And we're all talking, and then when anybody goes on vacation, we all look out for each other's homes. We know what relatives will be coming over to to check on their homes when they're not there, that kind of stuff. It's good to know, to have a community where people will look after each other. Yeah, I always have a knife on my side. That's just me. And my wife has pepper spray in hers. But wherever I go, I always have, it's easily concealed on me. You really have to find it. But it's easy for me to grab it. Yeah. When I would walk my dogs at night, the coyotes, I would always be prepared just in case. What's this? That's that. Okay. Well, it's better to just go out in the daylight. I mean, it's unfortunately, there's so much to be aware of when you're walking, especially at night. When I first moved here, I had to walk my dogs because we were having new sod put in, and so my dogs couldn't use the yard, so I'd had to walk them several times a day, and I had to walk them at night, and there was coyotes, so then I had to be very careful. Oh, when that sun, I mean that sun sets, it's beautiful. But she likes to go and walk around the neighborhood to say hello. Yeah. I used to my neighbors, they walk together. A bunch of women, they walk together in the morning, and they have these big walking sticks with them. And when I first got here, I used to have to water my lawn at 4:30 in the morning because we didn't have a sprinkler system. We just put a new sod. And I would see them every morning. I was like, "Good morning, Samuel. Good morning, ladies." Every day. It was cool to see them walking. It's funny, I feel like I never have enough time. Like having 2 days off is amazing, but then all I'm thinking about is going back to work, and I'm like, never have enough time. Like this, I find I'm at the most peace when I'm doing this. And I gotta find a way to be able to do this professionally. You know. Yeah, my wife is always chatting with the neighbors. I never get a time to because I'm always working, and when I'm not working, I'm doing this. I gotta hit save. I never hit save. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm looking at something. Catch me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, my wife gets caught up in a lot of the what ifs. I try to program myself instead of the worst case what if, like more like what's possible. So for me, I'm always thinking about what's possible in life. Because there's so much, unfortunately, negative stuff in the news, and I'm like over it already. So, and there's always going to be heartache. There's always going to be disappointments, and I know that comes with life, unfortunately. But given the fact that we don't have a lot of time on this planet, I try to just find the best things to think about. Think about dreams, aspirations, imagine if this happened. I tend to imagine a lot and wonder. In my mind, the guy at the end of the street is oof. Ever thought about doing any of Whatnot shows? Whatnot. See, I haven't gotten familiar with Whatnot yet. Isn't that just to sell comics? That's what I thought it was just. An inventor, he's not, but it makes a great character. Yeah, I people wonder. Like I like people watching because I always want to know what people do, that kind of stuff. But that's the extent of it for me. It's like really want to know. I wonder what that guy does, or what that guy does, or it's like I'm curious that way, but not like worst case scenario. I'm like, is that person a scientist, or does that person work for the government, or did that person just create the next best invention? That's where my head goes. People watching is great. Adding commentary too. Yeah, I love people watching. When I used to live in New York, I would go to Central Park just to draw, because I would just watch people and the kids, and I would get so much inspiration just by watching them, hearing the kids laugh, watching the people walk by, imagining what they do, and I would get so creative drawing because of that. I gotta look up that Whatnot thing. I never considered it because I thought it was just you sell comics on Whatnot. What's up, Sticky? I'm gonna do like up there. I'll pick a seat in a food court with the best view of the people. Yep. Oh, all sorts of stuff they do. Oh, see, I gotta check it out. Bit some artists sell. Oh, I can do my prints there. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks for the recommend. Look how excited I got. I don't want that. I'm chilling. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Trying to catch up on my deadlines with some stuff. Hanging. Some others sell their work there too. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I was looking for a viable option to sell my prints and draw simultaneously, and that sounds like it's a good choice. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I was trying to figure out because Instagram's not working for me, and I've been following a bunch of really mainstream artists, and how they were talking about Instagram has really changed on them as well, and they're not as successful as they were a couple of years ago with Instagram because they changed all the algorithms. So I was trying to find a place to build an audience and try to sell my work outside of a Kickstarter. So I'm going to definitely check that out. Thanks for the recommend. A little too much. That's better. Oops. Yeah, it's always finding more viable options to get your stuff out there. It's always the hard part, because there's so much to choose from. Is this this guy? Yes, it is. go up yellow. Like a sunset, right? I just realized I did that over that. I gotta change that. Okay, let's go here. There. Now let's do it again. All right, so with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Finish this a little later. Going to have me some grub. But I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining. Mariano Rivera, Sticky, Lou, as always. And I know there was somebody else earlier. Yes, your local cat. Thank you guys for joining me today. And everybody else who's been watching me silently on Facebook, or if you're watching on Catch the Craze or on The Art of Samuel, thank you all for joining me today. And I just want to remind everybody that if you liked what I do, please subscribe, like, and share. Recommend it to your friend, and check out my Kickstarter. There's only a couple days left of the Kickstarter, and get yourself a copy of my book. There's an Alien in My Toilet, which this page, thank you so much, Lou. This page is directly from that series. There's an Alien in My Toilet. I would love for you to get a copy for yourself. And to remind you what that is and the timeline. And if you're in Texas, I'll be at a book signing at the end, November 4th at Geek Out in Mansfield, Texas for their grand opening. So I'll be there. Come down and say hi. I'll also be vlogging from there as well. But thank you all for watching. And here's a reminder of there's an Alien in My Toilet on Kickstarter right now. Link is in the summary.
Let me take this time to tell you about this Alien in My Toilet. You've made it this far. You subscribe to my channel. Now honor me with a pledge and get a copy of book number 6 of There's an Alien in My Toilet on Kickstarter. Only 3 days left. There's a lot of great incentives for you when you back. Go to the Kickstarter.com. There's an Alien in My Toilet and make your pledge today. That'd be so amazing. And when you do, please put it in the comments if you did. And don't forget, if you're in Mansfield, Texas, November 4th, I will be at the grand opening doing the book signing at Geek Out Comics and Collectibles of their brand new new location. I'll be there with a bunch of industry veterans and local independents. So come down and check us out.